Hey y'all, I'm back with my second process for my beach and birthday mini album, and I'm starting by pulling some pattern papers, which I've already done, and I've set them out in a stack, and those are just for my scrap bin. And I'm also pulling some punches that are small in size so that I can make some confetti pockets for this particular layout. So one thing that I really love about Pocket Pages is you can do fun little different types of pockets like confetti pockets, or you can leave it blank and just put an embellishment on the outside. But I love this idea because I may not be able to fill up both sides of these pockets. And so instead of having to worry about that, when you put the confetti into one pocket, it's going to obviously show on the other side, so you don't have to worry about doing anything for the other side of the pocket. And so I am just using some different pattern papers. A lot of these pattern papers came from Hip Kits, and so I'm punching those with different punches. And the white punches, or the two butterfly punches that you see, are Martha Stewart. The little heart confetti on punch that I just moved over to the right, which you can't see it anymore, but that is also a Martha Stewart punch. And then the one I'm using now, which is probably about a 3/4 of an inch circle punch, that is EK Success. And then a couple of the other ones are just like Michaels or Recollections brand, or Hobby Lobby, which Paper Studio. So I'm just going to fill these pockets with different shapes and different colors. And I decided for this album that I really wanted it to be colorful, for the simple fact that it's summer and also my daughter's birthday, and then also our beach trip. But I thought doing confetti pockets for a celebration is perfect for especially for a birthday. And so I decided to do that for these photos. I have several 2x2 photos that I had pre-printed, and so like I said, I didn't know if I was going to be able to fill up both sides, so I decided to simply use confetti to kind of make it more fun, and also to fill up those pockets. So I'm going to go ahead and start filling in these with some of my photos for my daughter's birthday, and I have several that I'm going to be using, but I realized pretty quickly that I'm going to I think I'm going to leave half of them on the front side, and then I'm going to use half of them for the other side. And so what I'm going to do is cut up a couple of 2x2 pieces of pattern paper to fit in the pockets that are remaining. So I'm using this little Fiskars trimmer that I got. I got it from one of the local craft stores, either like Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or Joann's. I'm pretty sure I got it from Joann's, but I could totally be wrong. And I'm looking at this Paige Evans paper that I am in love with, and I had like a little bit left of this paper, and so I decided to, actually that might be my second sheet that I have left of that. I can't really remember, but I had some of this paper left, and I decided to cut up this. I love the watercolor look, and I also love that it's colorful so that it goes with the theme of the album. So I've cut up a few of those sheets, and then I'm also going to cut up some more, and I'm going to speed it up just a little bit to get this process going, and then I'll show you the rest. Okay, so now I'm starting to embellish, and I'm starting with this white 2x2 card, and I'm simply adding a little piece of cork that I created in my 12 Days of DIY, and then also little chipboard sticker right on top of that. Now I do go back and change it. It was quite bulky, and I mean, it looks okay here, but I also felt like my eye went straight to that. I think it was just a little bold for that pocket with the white and then the cork and then the like hot pink. So I do go back and change that. On that other pocket, I just added a couple little pieces of wood veneer that has some etching in it. And then I am going to add my pictures and my pattern paper to this side. So I cut up, if you guys saw, I cut up some of that Paige Evans, I can't remember that. I think it was like her first collection that has all the different squares. And I cut that up because they are exactly 2 by 2. And so that was perfect for this project. I've pulled a couple little pieces of ephemera. Now this piece that says Joy was exclusive for the Hip Kit Club, and then this little banner shape was also exclusive, and I'm just going to add that to the top there of that card, and then I'm also going to staple that down just for a little bit of added interest. And then I am going to use my tape runner just to add this little label here. I love adding labels. I just think I don't know if it gives kind of a modern look, but I just love the look of that in my project life especially. And so I thought about adding a little, it was like a circle printable that had a camera, but it actually was a little too bold for this layout. And so I decided to use this little journaling card, or it's not really a journaling card. It's like a little, almost like a dictionary type card that's from Jilly Bean Soup, and it had birthday wishes on it. So I thought that would be perfect to use. And so I just cut off the excess. I punched it with my EK Success ticket punch. And then I simply cut off the excess. Now I'm adding a little wood veneer floral piece to that one card, and then I'm going to add those inside my pockets. And then I think this is where I realized that I want to pull out that top card and take that cork piece off. I actually ended up just tossing the whole thing completely and then just getting another little white 2 by 2 card and then simply adding, I think I tried to add love, but it was a little too big for the card, and so I decided to add one using these Pink Paisley Paige Evans thickers. So I love the way that turned out. And I'm going to add that into my pocket, and then I'm going to move on to another little embellishment for my album. So I like that much better. It lays a lot flatter. Okay, so here is my album so far. You'll see that I have this little teapot there, and the teapot is actually there because the theme of the party was a French tea party, and so I decided because when I sent out the invitations, I actually sent them on a cutout like this. The invitations were the cutout, and then the information was on the front, and so I decided that would be a fun little element to add. And so I'm just simply adding a picture of me and my husband and my daughter. We had a little photo booth, and so like a little handmade photo booth. It wasn't like a real one. And then, so I decided to, since we got a picture with the props, I decided to add that picture right to the teapot cutout. And I cut those with a silhouette, in case you guys are wondering. I did not hand cut those. And I'm just going to find something else to add. And then on the back side, I'm going to add some words. And then that's going to complete it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this process. Let me know if you have any questions.